Hi, I'm Rachel Riley and I'm here in Leicestershire with a team at Optimise to see how Optimise AI algorithms are being used by Pall-Ex for its new service offering called NexusETA. Now, this new service, powered by AI algorithms, are going to allow its customers to see predicted collection and delivery times. And this was previously just used mainly in the parcel sector, so it's a huge breakthrough and it's going to lead to improved customer service and operational efficiency. But don't take my word for it. Let's go meet some experts who can fill us in with the details. Hello.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi,
nice
Rachel.
to meet you.
You too.
Right?
I mean, loving your place here.
Yeah. Well, if you walk with me over here, I'll just explain.
So Dave, thanks for showing me around the premises where the magic happens. I want to find out now a little bit more about the tech side of things. So what your IT looked like before you got involved with Optimise and where it's going.
What we had to do when I first came here was, in essence, rebuild from ground up. That provides us with a foundation that we can then build on with NexusETA and Optimise to provide additional services for our members and customers.
So NexusETA is the first stage of implementing Optimise once you've done all the groundwork to make sure it was going to be compatible.
Exactly, yeah. So once we've got that foundation, we can then link up with the algorithms and all the intelligence that Optimise has built, enabling us to leverage that.
And what kind of USP does it bring to you as a business and to your customers?
Within the pallet sector, it gives us a USP around providing delivery windows. It's something that's out there, but it's not particularly done well. And what we recognised with Optimise was that this was a partner that we can trust, we believe in, they've got a clear roadmap that will take us forward.
So tell me about the timeframes involved of when you started talking to Optimise to what you're doing now to things going forward.
So we started talking to Optimise in 2022. We went through a long process with a pre-pilot, eventually signing up with Optimise. We then went out and did a pilot with a series of depots, 10 depots, and what we were measuring was whether the algorithm was going to be accurate. That turned out to be the case, and the measurements that we'd taken were then fed into the Pall-Ex board and were approved. And we're now into phase one of rolling that out to the Pall-Ex and Fortec memberships. Post that, what we'll be doing is working more closely with Optimise in terms of phase two, which is full route optimisation, which, as you know, has many benefits, particularly around decarbonisation and obviously efficiencies for the members.
Well, thanks for telling me about the tech side of things, how that all works. I think it's right now. I'm going to go off and I'm going to go find out how this has improved your offerings on the business side. So thank you and excuse me. Kevin, Natalie, hello.
Hi.
Hiya. So I'm learning all about the company and I'm interested to learn how Pall-Ex and Optimise, this partnership came into fruition. So can you both tell me about it?
Yeah, it started really with our ambition, our principal objective of achieving excellence in everything we do. And we wanted to create a service enhancement for customers using the technology to pre-advise them of when their deliveries would take place. People have done that in the industry, but never done it well. And so we looked about who had the technologies that could support our own technology that would give us a market-leading product. And that research led us to work with the Optimise, and we discovered in that process that we shared very common values in what we were seeking to achieve.
So as you remember coming in for the pitch, what were your main points, your selling points?
So I think it was, as Kevin said, that we're really aligned on strategy, and actually the innovation within Pall-Ex and within Optimise is clear. So there was real alignment, and actually the shared objectives of enhancing the customer experience, reducing mileage, increasing productivity, and making the business more efficient and helping operationally. It was also the professional approach. So during the due diligence process, there was a lot of work that went on there in terms of the supply selection and also the communication we thought would be a great partnership.
And what is it that you put forward to your customers when you've got this now and you're making your offering with the Optimise algorithms behind you?
Well, it's very simple from the customer's perspective, either by notification by text or email. They can see ahead of when the vehicle even leaves its depot, when the vehicle will be with them within a time window they can expect is going to deliver it, enable them to plan their day and be around to receive the delivery.
Yeah.
So from an efficiency point of view, it's good for the customer. They don't have to take days off hoping the pallet arrives. And also from our perspective, we know the customer will be there to receive the goods.
And from your experience, what are your clients, what are Optimize's clients being, most pleased with, most surprised with once they're using the technology?
It's a multitude and touching on all that. So I think in terms of their own business, it's around improving that efficiency. So again, streamlining processes, improving time to plan, as well as making those savings. And also talking about the customer experience, it's hugely improved in terms of understanding when things are going to be delivered and the most efficient way.
And numbers, when you're talking about efficiency and gain, so give me some stats.
So typically customers who start off with optimising or sequencing routes, so even if you're keeping the same routes but actually just optimising within route, we see typical savings of 5 to 10%. Mm-hmm. Once you're fully optimising, i.e. looking holistically at the fleet and optimising those deliveries, typically 10 to 20%, which again, off the fuel bill is significant in terms of making the business more profitable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. Knowing what you do about Pall-Ex as a company, is there anything that you can see, in your roadmap with them or with your future improvements that will really benefit them specifically as a company?
So absolutely, the ETA is just phase 1 of the project in terms of improving the customer experience. Phase 2, where we start actually optimising and sequencing those routes, that's where the real efficiencies will come throughout the business and to the members. So it will make significant improvement for the business. Longer term, where we've got our techniques and our machine learning, where we're learning data from the field and from the members, that's where we'll keep refining that to improve that optimisation process and the percentage efficiency saving.
Is it specifically Pall-Ex's data that you'll be using to optimise their performance, or is it from a whole collection of customers you have?
It would be through the Pall-Ex members, so actually specific to their use case and their business models in terms of stop times, speed settings, etc. They're all the things that help with the refinement to get those additional savings.
It must be music to your ears.
Absolutely, and the pilot programme that we ran in the lead up to full launch saw that refined a lot in itself, but it's a constant process. So it's very much a tailored, very bespoke solution that's constantly improving for us. It's why it's such a great partnership.
Oh, thank you very much. So I've heard about the tech, I've heard about the business side of the operations, but I'm going to go and find out from the horse's mouth, someone who actually implements it on the road. So do excuse me and thank you very much. So I've heard about all the tech, and obviously from Optimize I've heard about their AI and the algorithms and even quantum computing, but from your end you don't need to know about any of that. Is it just a simple interface?
Yeah, it's a simple interface. We're just it's very simple. It's idiot proof, and it's just one of those things that the more it grows, the more we deliver. The AI picks up on the technology in the background, and it will just get better and better, and the time, I imagine, we're in a 2-hour window, it's only going to reduce that and get, slicker.
And how about green credentials? How much are your customers asking about?
The next stage is the route optimization, and when that comes into play, that's really going to be beneficial because that should cut down mileage, possibly even resources of vehicles. So, the long-term sustainability for that is just going to get better and better as the optimization sort of grows.
And is it something that your customers are asking you about? Are they?
Yeah, they are. I mean, they all expect it now with the parcels being, when you've got these companies showing you emails and texts that your parcel is going to be there in, at 2:15. So they're expecting it in the pallet network.
Well, thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this whistle-stop tour of how Optimize's AI is improving Pall-Ex's customer offer, how it's driving business performance, and how it looks set to continue improving efficiency for many more years to come.